Grand Rising Sagittarius, are you ready to level up, to raise from your encaged, limiting limitations inside of your relationships, inside of your heart, relationships with your loved ones, relationships with your family, relationships with your friends? Where are you sacrificing yourself? Where you feel caged, where you feel misunderstood, not taken seriously? And the August is bringing, I would say that this is nothing new. Here it's important, this is nothing new. This is kind of accumulated already, long time accumulated awareness about where do you stand with your relationship life, with your commitments towards people around you. So this is not only about love relationships or families or those who are in the relationship or single. It's you and the others, you and the friends, you and the family, you and your love story, your love partner. And here comes the opportunity for you to escalate and elevate yourself by choosing yourself higher than actually the others. It's time to prioritize yourself. It's time to tell what you think, to start having an awareness that I need to move ahead. I want and I know how to move ahead. Knight of Wands is the action taker. It's about that you can have the opportunity to take action towards your life, towards yourself. And this is mainly related, action as a general direction. It's kind of, do I stay with them or do I go? Do I compromise and I feel limited, or I rise above that, I release myself, I uncage myself, and I move somewhere. It could be, sometimes it's not about moving away, it's not about breakups per se. It's just about, sometimes we just need to speak. We have to have this awareness that, wait a second, why I am living their life, why I'm not living my life. And August is bringing this opportunity to choose yourself and start living your life, and creating strong boundaries, saying no, saying what you think, saying the beliefs, the systems that you want and how you want to live, because this type of action can really take you somewhere. Otherwise, you will stay a prisoner of your fears, limitations, limiting beliefs, fears of not being loved, fears of staying alone, fears of not being appreciated. But like I said, these are your fears that are caging you. Like this woman is being caged. It's caging you, and you think this is real, but actually it's not real. Those words are not touching you. You just feel they are so close, and you don't want to make a mistake. But again, it's about, how courageous you are, how crazy you are. I'm a little bit crazy. I definitely do such type of things. But as well as it's not for everyone. And if this is kind of satisfying your current setting, stay with it. No problem. What is the lesson? Like I said, I want to explain first energetically what you will go through. The biggest turning point is in your heart center. And a lot of Sagittarius might be realizing, so wait a second, what the cage, the prison, the emotional prison, kind of, I would call it, sometimes it's like a suffocation, very strong in your chest. It's like somebody is pressurizing your chest, in your heart, and is squeezing it. And you cannot breathe because the anxiety, the inability to be yourself, inability to spread your wings and fly and be yourself. Sagittarius are always a little bit, weird in their way, weird in a good weirdness. Yeah, it's not about bad, because I'm Sagittarius, right? It's about that you might be starting to feel that I cannot be myself, like the ultimate self, the higher self, the full potential self, that something deep inside in your heart is limiting you. And those limitations can be this through this commitment that you have made, commitment to your stability, commitment to your partnerships, commitment to everything is so settled. It's kind of, you are like, I compared it like being in a golden cage. You have everything, but it's a cage. You have everything. And you might be, if you would reflect on your life, it kind of, you have friends, you have lifestyle, everything is stable, you have fundament, you have achieved a lot of in your life. You have already the life direction that you are continuing. You are being respected, you are being seen, you are being noticed. It's kind of, everything is like tick, 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 tick marks are there. But this caging is suffocating you in your heart and in your solar plexus. So this is a self-realization. It is being yourself. It's about what else I could achieve with my life. It's kind of little bit as well going into looking for a life purpose, for a bigger picture, for something beyond your current comfortable bubble where you are living. And then what is the, what the energy of the August is bringing, that again, this is optional, right? This is optional, because otherwise everything is great. You can just continue this way, but how much you want to sacrifice on yourself? Yeah, that is the scale. How much you want to go into your inner, deeper self-realization and finding your personal freedom. And what you should do with this is basically, the advice is to start analyzing and seeing the reality check that you don't have everything that's stable, you don't have that everything that's abundant. It just could be your, like, yeah, I'm still fine, what I should complain, everything is cool, everything is fine. But if you would really look into, you would realize that this is a reality check, that a lot of thoughts, expectations are not being met. A lot of desires are not being met. A lot of choices are not being lived that you would like. You are actually compromising on yourself. You're compromising on yourself, on your lifestyle, on your daily life, in the house that you live in, the car that you drive, in the job that you work, the money you make. If you ask yourself, there is something more than that you feel it's fine, but I would like to be better. And this is talking about that you don't need to be afraid to compromise on this 10 of Pentacles, turning upwards. And this is about breaking your bubble of stability, moving out from your bubble of stability, looking for more by compromising and putting on the risk what you have. Because deep down, you feel that it's not enough, deep down. And this is a commitment. This is mainly talking about commitment, that you don't need to be committed to the work that gives you maybe stability, but you are not happy there. And right now, you can have this awareness of understanding, yeah, the money is fine, not great, the money is fine, but I'm not happy. I want more. I want more money. I want to feel inspired. I want to wake up every day and be excited about the job that I am doing. The other attachment is about your codependency with your habits, codependency with your friends, with the circle, if you will reflect right now, are you codependent to the people that are in your life? Or are you happy with them? This is the question. And you will realize that asking this question, is this codependency? Or this is really the strong friendship? Don't miss security, because they are there and you have no one, that this is a friendship. That's not a friendship. It's a codependency. And you have to start to see codependent and toxic relationships around you who are taking advantage of you. And this is the time as well to free yourself, to say no. I'm going to tell no. Whenever somebody wants to cry on your shoulder or they have problems, they call you, oh, Sagittarius, come and fix it. I have a situation. And then you run because you cannot say no. Or you have a good heart. And this is the time to pull your energy back and saying, no. I'm going to use it for myself. And then as well, limitations or inability to grow inside of your current work, inside of your current career, inside of your current business, or your self-realization. And as well as, it's not a super bad card, but it's kind of, how I can change something without losing what I have. But this how comes from the place of being limited. A little bit like wings are a little bit chopped. You can still fly, but you cannot fly far away. And it's again asking a question, what to do. Releasing yourself from so many commitments, emotional commitments. This is talking about emotional commitments. Emotional commitments that are not serving you. On answering one phone, answering one meeting, another, then the family, then the friends, then the love. What about you, Sagittarius? When did you pick up your phone to answer your inner child who is telling, I want to go for a vacation and I want to do it alone and nobody would ask me anything and I would spend all my money on myself and I wouldn't feel bad about that? When did you had such type of choice that you made for yourself? And this is why, for the, reflecting of all these attachments that are kind of holding you back, the August is bringing this strong direction. I will choose myself. I will explain why I'm doing that. I will only be with those who are serving me on an equal basis. I give, but they give back. It's not about money. It's about sometimes, I give emotional care to someone and I feel they give it in return. I appreciate that. I'm there. I'm not giving up on them. But the rest, I don't care. I'm choosing myself and I'm taking this courageous direction to choose myself and put myself in the life, in the choices that I want, not I'm being guided to. So that's kind of, for the months of August to really reassess your commitments. And that's why don't be afraid to put yourself in very uncomfortable positions like hangman. Don't be afraid to put yourself in a crossroads. Don't be afraid of feeling this is as well victim card. What I wanted to say, another way how to reflect on where do you have a toxic attachment in your life is to find the feeling of being victimized, because that's a victim. And Hanged Man is talking about that. Look for sensations, feelings, situations where you feel like I'm being taken advantage of. And these are those situations where you have to take, it's basically the idea is that you need to take a completely unconventional approach, which is Hierophant reversed, unconventional, untraditional, out of the box, situation that nobody expects you to do. Suddenly you say no, suddenly you pack your things, suddenly you move out, suddenly you do something else, whatever it is. Unconventional solution to your current situation, and that is going to move you away from being taken advantage of. Taking a place with authority, but not in a classical way, what everyone expects from you. So what is happening? What is happening with your life? Let's go practical. Look, Mercury is retrograding until the 11th of August. So until the 11th of August, really, it's a time to reconsider the past. It's time to reconsider, what I'm doing. It's time to not to make any specific decisions, more revising, redoing, as well as, with Mercury retrograde, you can expect technical issues, travel problems, dramatic communication, and this is why you are going to feel that you are kind of not fitting in the place. And this is why your as well advice is to not to move that much, not to make authoritative. Don't make authoritative decisions. Don't be like that. Let's follow the process. Why you didn't do like I said? Why you did this and that? Going and saving everyone. No, you are kind of withdrawing yourself as a hangman and like reassessing. It's like, I will check what is my another perspective out of all of this situation. You're not personally getting involved. You're kind of assessing, taking a decision in your head, and you are going. You're not explaining why. You're not communicating. You're not teaching anyone. You're not teaching, you're not proving, you're not explaining, you're not being sorry, you're not being, like trying to be an example. You're not trying to be liked, because you're choosing yourself, and other people will not like it. So and then after the Mercury is retrograding, this is the moment when you can start a cleanup of your life, especially from the 9th of August, when there is a full moon in Aquarius. And this is the time, again, I will turn to Hanged Man, to end third parties, is to do your cleanup. Do your, like I said, releasing your attachments. And this is full moon in Aquarius is about cleanup. Digital detox, cleaning your space, cleaning your computer, your WhatsApp, deleting all the messages, for Sagittarius is very common, saving all the messages in case somebody tells something. So I recently cleaned my WhatsApp. I noticed that I have 5 years old messages archived message. I cleaned them all. I just left 2 years, last 2 years. So do the digital detox. Clear your social media account. You don't need that sluggish energy in your space, physically and as well as digitally. Set yourself free. Unfollow all type of stupid profiles that you are not following. They are not inspiring you. Unfollow, as well as delete everyone who is stalking you. Delete everyone that you don't like in your space. Literally, I remember the devil reversed. Delete everyone that is not serving your new frequency. And don't be afraid. Like, take this sword in your hands and like slash, out. Without explanation. You don't need to explain anything. Because people, you are going to see that people are going to act strange. They will turn your back, especially if you watch closely. And if you want to test a relationship, ask them to do something for you. Ask them a favor. Ask them, hey, please help me in this. Oh, please help me in that. And then check if it's really done. And you're going to notice that fuck no, they didn't do it. Or they did it, somehow. but they didn't do the proper job. So you will find in the month of August that you will start to see the real faces of everyone, that you will, and this is the advice, see it and remove yourself. Don't rely on them anymore because they are unreliable. Don't wait when they will, unfriend you. Unfriend yourself first. Be the one. Be bold. Don't be afraid. So this is why in the months of August, don't rely on other people. They will let you down. There will be last moment cancellations, excuses. I had a sick dog. My mom was coming. I don't know. I'm not feeling well. I cannot. Whatever. But you are always there for them. So it's time to make an action. It's time to make an action. That's the basically advice. What's happening with your career? In your career context, you are going to see that certain strange things are happening. I wouldn't call it like something dramatic will happen, but more like I would recommend you to kind of, again, be an observer. Be an observer, who is sitting in the corner and just watching everyone, observing, seeing who is ass kisser, seeing who is playing political games, see who is creating some sort of lies, deception, political games, manipulations. See and allow yourself to see, not be there to fix. Because the task right now is to start to see the truth for yourself, to understand, do you want to be associated with those situations, choices, people, and so on. It's because, why about all this truth? Because in July, Neptune started to retrograde, and if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be until November. And this is the time when the truth, where all the illusions, where all the fog in front of our eyes, the pink glasses are just falling apart and showing this is the reality. How you didn't see that? Actually, I already had few these reality checks, but for me it was more related how I analyze things. How I was thinking, I want this. And then literally, especially when the Uranus entered into Gemini in July, I'm talking about July, it kind of, I think on the same day, it was but wait a second, this is completely unreasonable choice for me to take. I don't actually need this. And I had this kind of how I didn't see that before. I was so into that idea, and then suddenly I had this new perspective. So allow these illusions, new perspectives to come, because those are going to create the solutions, unconventional solutions towards your situation. Otherwise, you're going to get stuck with your options, choices, people, situations. And Emperor reversed, there is no flexibility. It's either my way or a highway. What is happening with your relationship, love life? I mean, it's kind of the same. A lot of Sagittarius are going to go through this reevaluation. Am I happy? Are we the same? Maybe we have outgrown, maybe we have changed so deep in our roots, who we are, that we are living under the same roof, but we are looking into different directions. And this is the time, again, it's not about breaking apart, it's more the time to seeing this new perspective, how else we can reconnect. It's not the time to break up, it's not the time to say goodbye, it's more the time to see the differences, discuss what we can do about that, and find a solution. It's kind of the healing phase through the communication with your love partner to find a solution. If that solution doesn't work, yes, at the later stage, you can, make a bigger decisions. Very careful, be very careful about trusting like third parties, trusting all type, and being careful with your money. Trusting some offers, because Mercury is retrograding until 11, safely until 14th of August, because it moved, the energy still moves, and there can be a chance of signing a bad deal, taking advantage, losing money. So be very, very careful about that. Ideally, don't do anything until 14th, 15th of August, ideally. Let's draw additional guidance for all Sagittarius in the month of August. Animal guardian, trust your instincts. See, trust your instincts. Everything will change, everything will shift, and you have to be in this flow of seeing the another perspectives, of seeing what's behind the lines, seeing what's hiding behind the faces, seeing the energy, I would say, seeing the energy. Because Hanged Man, actually, what you should do is a highly spiritual energy, and you are being invited to be more spiritual, more meditating, more following your instincts, your gut feeling, than actually focusing on finding a solution inside of your mind box. And Animal Guardian is talking about there will be a lot of changes, and only your instincts, your intuition or gut feeling is going to be the one who is going to show you the way or solution. This was reading for you. If you would like to have a personal session with me, message me on Arrow Sisters. Otherwise, thank you for watching and see you in the next videos.